UTK Esports, of course, currently ranked, I do believe, #1 in the rankings. At least they were last week, and they're going to show why here. 15 seconds into this first game. Crisp leaves it off for JoBro. A 1, a 2, a 3. Everyone gets involved. That's our first goal of the game. Now it's JoBro. Oh, pumps the brake on him. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, we're gonna pump the brakes and they're gonna fly right on by. JoBro, the hezzy. Oh, he faked everyone out of their boots, and JoBro finds a third for UTK. And in game #1, it's been all UTK Esports. Their offense has spent so much time down here on this blue half. Oh, Taibu was looking for the pass to JoBro. That would have been disgusting if they would have been able to land that thing, and that just shows you the confidence that they're playing with here currently. Chris, pass off to JoBro. Oh, the connection. Look at that, everyone gets involved. Taibu to Chris to JoBro, who was already up in the sky. It was all UTK Esports. Back out onto the pitch here, though. It does not matter what the score was in game #1. We're gonna roll the scores back to 0. 5 minutes back on the clock. Huds has a wide open field, looks to bang that thing home, and the Wildcats need but 6 seconds to put themselves in the lead in game #2. Opened up with the bump there from the bombists. Someone's gotta do the dirty work. The bombist says, let it be me. It's the Wildcats up 1-0 to find a response. Of course, I'm sure they're feeling confident. They're not worried about a singular goal, especially after the way that their offense looked in game #1. And yeah, there it is. Doesn't take long for them to find a response at all. 36 seconds into game #2, and we're all tied up at 1 apiece. Taibu jumps the lane. I take yo cookies. We're approaching the 2-minute mark gone by in game #2. We're still tied up at the ones. Huds has open field. Taibu needs to send that thing towards the corner. Going to be able to do just that. Swing and a miss from the Chipmunk man. Crisp up in the sky, but puff into a poof of smoke. Puff into a poof of smoke? Chat, I don't know. We're just going to roll with it. Crisp. Get the flick. Oh, Crisp. Why you got to do him like that? Flips the pitch, flips the script. Look at the flick of the wrist. UTK Esports take the lead. JoBro's got the gas in the tank. Pitch forward. Is that just in? That's just in. JoBro, just better. 4 unanswered for UTK. Looking for the bombist to find the clear, but it's JoBro who's able to get a pass towards the middle. Chris gets the control. Not able to find the second touch here. 2v1, looking for the bump. Gets JoBro out of the way. I don't think the bump actually came through, but does enough to disrupt the last back of the defender. And we got ourselves a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. 98 seconds left on the clock, and it's just a 2-goal game. The Wildcats have the ability to bring this within 1 with their next goal. Off the kickoff, the Wildcats do get the control here. But it's 1 shot and done in the offensive side. JoBro moving it up to Chipmunk man. At least he's able to avoid the second. That's a touch off. JoBro looks to finish it off, but it's off the post. Oh, but another second shot here from Crisp off the rebound. Chipmunk man was trying to get there to find a way to get the clear, and UTK are going to match their goal output from game #1 here in game #2 as they find a 5th. Of course, the Wildcats aren't out of it just quite yet. 70 seconds, 3 goals, definitely doable. But the way that UTK has been playing, I don't know how probable it is. Pass to JoBro, the connection right there. And it's like poetry in motion. 2v1. Huds tries to pump the brakes, but isn't able to do it in time. And UTK now going to be up by 4. Does work out to UTK Esports advantage here early. Chris is going to be looking up to Taibu. Taibu just takes it the distance. Also able to find the demo as well. Who's that reaching in the cookie jar? All of you is on the blue side of the field. Now with the counterattack opportunity, numbers in their advantage. That is a big touch here. Now the Bombast able to move things down to the opposite side of the field, and as much as UTK has had the control despite not scoring, they have still allowed for the Wildcats to be left within 1 goal. One mistake, like a touch like that leaves a wide open field for HUDs. And all of a sudden, we got ourselves a tie ball game with 2 minutes left to play. But the one thing that they have done well here, despite the fact that they haven't been scoring, is they have been restricting the amount of time the Wildcats have had the ball. Kablamo says crisp as HUDs gets this ball over the defender, looking for the shot, but it's JoBro who sends it towards the corner. JoBro back up in the sky and launching it towards the net. Bombas gonna be able to find the save. Unfortunate touch from the Bombas though, is looking to try and get it out of the corner. But the touch from HUDs, unable to find that second touch that allows Taibu to swing right on in, pick the pockets, and buries it into the back of the net. 30 seconds left though, and of course, with the Wildcats moving down to this side of the field, a goal would tie things up, but it's JoBro gathering up in the sky, left off for Crisp. But the third committed, that means it's a wide open net. Chipmunk man going to make them pay, especially with the Bombast coming in with the bump here as well. And with 19 seconds left in game number 3, the Wildcats have tied things up. Chris picks the pockets, second touch, left off in the sky here for JoBro, and that will give UTK the lead with 8 seconds left in game number 3. HUDs tries to get it. Crisp is able to pick the pockets. Leaves it off for who else but JoBro. And unless the Wildcats have some sort of last-second miracle off the kickoff, which it doesn't look like they do, it's going to be UTK busting out the brooms here to start our Monday Madness. Hammy Cracker's going to look to flip this pitch, passes off to Larry, 2v1. Larry has Raid in the middle. Larry passes the Raid, and the Florida Gators going to strike first. 1 minute and 4 seconds into game number 1. What a play. Right now doing a great job controlling the boost and controlling the pitch is the Florida Gators. 2 players on empty. Matthew sitting on 9 boosts for the Tigers. They are going to find the clear. Is that just in? That's just in. As Marcus going to be able to bang this one in from distance, and we're all tied up at 1. Very quick visit into the offensive half. Josh looking to keep things alive, but unable to do so. Marcus re-entering here with a touch. Raid already up in the sky. Back and forth. And more like a tennis match. 1 touch, then 1 touch. The volley, the back, and the forward. Hammy Crackers looking for the double touch off the top wall, off the backboard. And Hammy Crackers just built different as the Florida Gators go up 2-1. With 65 seconds left on the clock, this could very well be silver gold territory. Kablamo says Marcus looking for a potential pass to the middle. Instead, it's a fake left off for Matthew. And LSU gonna take the lead with 50 seconds left to play. Intended or not, the results are still the same. And now it's going to be the Florida Gators, team that was ranked top 10 last week in the polls, looking to avoid dropping their 4th straight game. Starting off this series from behind could be devastating. Hammy Crackers up in the skies, 20 seconds left, looking to carry at the distance, finds the bump onto one. But it's Marcus who's able to find the save. Josh looking to flip the pitch. Stopped by Raid in the corner, 9 seconds left. Raid flicking it forward. Pass off for Larry, the ball's in the sky. Hammy Crackers not gonna be able to find it. And it's gonna be the Tigers looking to put it down. Matthew in the sky, passing off to Josh. And yeah, the ball's gonna be still up in the sky for Hammy Crackers to be able to pick up here, but now it's deep within their territory. Josh rises up with the 50 and wins it. Raid keeps the Rule 0 still alive. Hammy Crackers moving it forward here for the Gators. Kablamo, it's only 2 defenders left. Larry keeps it up in the sky. Hammy Crackers leaves it up once more, but no one from the Gators there to be able to collect it. Hammy Crackers shot from distance, and it's a 0-second goal to force the overtime. Hammy Crackers punches it home. And if that doesn't get you pumped for some Collegiate Rocket League, I don't know what will. Now it's going to be up to the Tigers. You feel like for the Tigers, allowing a last-second goal like that, if you can still win in overtime, you have the ability to recoup the mental. But if the Florida Gators were to score 2 in a row, just like Ray does there, and it's the Gators that take game number 1. Sheesh, Raid over all 3 of them. Put them on a poster. Put it on a highlight reel. As the Gators take game 1. The score of game 1, it don't matter. Let's hit the pitch for game number 2. 5 minutes back on the clock, 0s on the scoreboard. And for the Tigers, they're going to look for redemption. It feels like for them an early goal would be huge. For Hammy Crackers, though, rising up, finds the demo, left off for Larry, and it's 7 seconds into game number 2, and the Gators back in the driver's seat. Starts off here where Hammy Crackers is able to find the bump, makes it so that touch coming away from the save basically just leaves a little dribbler towards the middle. 1v1, big old net, small little ball. That's almost going to be the result each and every time, especially when you're playing against a team like the Florida Gators. Hammy Crackers passed up the Larry, shot on target. Mark is going to be able to find the save, but it's the Tigers once more. Backs up against the wall. Larry's up in the sky, looking able to just freestyle on him. Larry, a one-man wrecking crew, finding their second goal, rises to the sky. Hand down, man down. You got to find a way to close the gap as the Gators go up by 3. What is that, 5, 6 unanswered for the Gators? Let's make it 7 here for Raid on the beautiful pass from Larry. Larry passes it to Raid, and Marcus just unable to get back in time. One thing the Gators have also been doing well, not just as far as being able to play keep away with the ball down here on this blue half, but when we do see the Tigers getting that possession and taking it down to the other side of the field, they don't keep it for very long. Maybe you get a shot. Well, that's literally it. The one shot for LSU here in game number 2. And now it's Larry able to make the adjustment. No, but it's Hammy Crackers following quickly behind with the one touch off of the post. And the Gators have now scored 5 in a row here in game number 2. Because right now, it's been all Gators. The Tigers have had no bite to them since early on in game number 1. And it looks like we're about to enter double digits. 10 unanswered for the Gators. It's 7-0 here in game number 2. Reverse sweep is still a possibility, but it has to start here. It's Larry, though, off the kickoff. Slots it right over the last defender. puts it over one. Marcus playing from behind, and Josh just not quite able to find it. 7 seconds into game number 3, and the Florida Gators have yet another lead. There is still plenty of time to play, and it is just one lone goal, especially if you can find one off the draw here, but Larry gonna find the save off the shot from Josh. Larry able to catch everyone, starting to rotate forward. No one in the net. Matthew, I think, was expecting that big boost, which I do believe Hammy Crackers had just taken, which makes it next to impossible to be able to get back to the goal line and find a nose on that ball. 2-goal lead here, 30 seconds into play in game number 3, and the Florida Gators showing why they're one of the best in the business right now, as that's 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 goals in the opening 44 seconds of game number 3. Still though, with those first 3 goals coming in quickly in that first minute, as much as 3 goals can be scored in a minute by the Gators, 3 can be scored by the Tigers in 4, but it will be up to their defensive side to hold the line. Larry pass to Hammy Crackers, bang, and the Gators now up by 4. Hammy Crackers gonna be a big shot down to the opposite side of the field. Just to clear it off, pass to the middle, Larry! This is your final board call. Non-stop flight to Brazil. Game number 3 here. And the Florida Gators continue to run it up 7-1. I think we're seeing a little bit of that frustration as well from not having the possession at times. Maybe communication where you have 2 players committing to the same ball, not able to spread the field. Makes it a little bit easier to defend here for the Gators. However, the Tigers have kept it down here for a little bit of time. But speaking of time, they got none of it. Josh gonna be able to find a second, however. And the game ain't over yet. 107 seconds, 5-goal deficit. You know, score 1 every 20. My boy Lama likes to go by the 10-second rule, says as long as that applies. It ain't over till it's over. I'm sure that's something the Florida Gator players are also keeping in mind, because they don't want to allow for that momentum to build up, because you know what? LSU have now scored a 3rd. They've cut this lead down to 4. So you're telling me there's a chance, but it was the Gators who have showed up and proved exactly why they were ranked in the top 10. Hammy Crackers finding the hat trick in game number 3. Ooh, flip over 1. Who wants a little bit of mustard? Go with the hot dog. Hammy Crackers scores what will probably be the last goal of the game. And it's a sweep here in our second series. Something about Monday, man. The brooms have been getting busted out here. Again, I like what we're seeing so far from the University of Arkansas. Yeah, they've only got the 1 shot, but their defense has done a fantastic job of making it so 1 goal might be all it takes. UTK beat a pester of a presence up on that opposite side and able to keep the control. That pestering play, and then you continue to be able to open things up with the demo, the pass play from Crisp to Taibu. And UTK take the lead with 50 seconds left to play in game 1. have to try and find some sort of resolve, because my goodness gracious, there is a fourth from UTK, a third from JoBro. All seemingly in the last like 40 seconds of play. It's going to be off the kickoff here, where UTK Esports has an advantage to push forward off of a little bit of a passive play. And they are going to take advantage of it. 17 seconds on in. It's the delay to find the clear. And then Iconic just getting a little too high. Crisp gonna make you pay. And UTK up 1-0. It's gonna be a third shot coming across here from Crisp. Thanks to the fact that they're able to keep this pressure up in this zone. It's what we've seen from UTK all night long, but in particular in this series against University of Arkansas, where they just cannot find a way to break past that midfield line. Whenever they do, it's relatively quick, like we saw right there. Taibu sends it to the side wall. Off for JoBro and bar down. UTK finds a fourth goal here in game number 2. Well, University of Arkansas still looking for their first. JoBro, one touch off the backboard. Gets it past the second defender. Iconic caught a little bit too far forward. And now it's UTK with the counter. The protractor broken out by Taibu. And that's just filthy. A 1. Look at that angle. Taibu. Just better. Despite the fact they weren't able to dial it up. Something tells me that they're feeling all right about it. Pass up to JoBro. That's not a pass. Crisp just says that's a shot from distance. With everybody rotated forward, nobody able to scream back to get a touch on that one. And UTK Esports. 2 minutes left here in game number 3. And UTK still sits with a lead, but that lead is officially going to get cut in half. Not sure what the game plan was there from Taibu, but the bump has him lose control. Centers it up for a banger of a shot. Loco Train has a wide open net. And just like that, we have ourselves a ball game. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. And we are all tied up at 2. Crisp with the gather, looking for the pinch with JoBro. That would have been a rifle shot. But it's right onto the hood of Iconic. Jax sends it back to the middle of the field. I thought that was going to be right towards JoBro. Taibu wins the 50. Jax, no gas in the tank. Back pass to Crisp here, who centers it up. JoBro in the sky, in the alley, the oop, the dunk, and UTK Esports continue their perfect season here in CCS. Who else but JoBro?